Hey, this is Irvin Griffin Jr. And you see in here a picture of Wayne Brady. Now, why do I have a picture up? Well, I'm about to show you something that, quite frankly, had me chuckling and laughing. And it brings up a very good point. I'll be back with more of my commentary in a second.
That white people have made you a convenient target. For example, Bill Maher. You know what I mean? When he was talking about Obama, right? He starts comparing you to comparing Obama to you as a way of saying he's not sufficiently black.
That he would be a real black man and not a Wayne Brady.
Right.
Well, as folks saw online, this at Wayne Brady, which is my Twitter handle. Why did I say that? Oh, because I read it on the monitor. I said to Bill, and it was taken out of context at a certain point because of the ignorance. Bill Maher, I've always respected him. Yeah. Lord knows not everyone can pull off the brilliance that he showed in DC Cab.
Well done. I was walking down the hall with you too, and you just good job. You should get an improv.
I give him a try. Fingers crossed. I've respected him as a comedian and as what he does on HBO is great. When he starts to drag me in to use me as the cultural linchpin of his not black enough argument, that's bullshit.
Right.
Because Bill Maher's never walked in my shoes, nor any black man's shoes, and I've even said in the quote, just in the interview that I did about him, just because you've been with a black woman or two, and I've seen some of them, it's questionable if they were women, just because you've done that, yes, I said it, yep. And then after this, we'll talk about Clover, the character I play on my Disney show. Yes. That now you live the black experience, now you're down? No.
Right.
So to say that about
me... He thinks he has a pass. Bill Maher thinks he has a pass because... Now, I'm never going to go to Bill Maher show now, but Bill thinks he has a pass because...
Well, I'll take it on me so you can go on the show because I love what you do. So yeah, Bill, you think you have a pass. The fact of the matter is, if it came down to it, what I said to him was, so then... If it takes the black man in your mind, as liberal as Bill is, and he, peace and love, the black dude in his mind is the stereotypical, that dude.
Right.
That guy exists, but that's not the range of the black experience. But let's say that that's the black dude. So then when I meet you, when I talk to you again, I'll give you that black dude. And I will beat your ass in public. And that's what I said. That's what I said.
Did Bill ever respond?
Bill never responded because Bill is a bajillionaire. And I even said in the interview that if I really saw Bill, the fact of the matter is, if I played out the fantasy in my head and I beat him in public because I can, then Bill would take my house and I wouldn't have a career and then my daughter would be living in a box, but then I'd sell my story to Oprah and I'd be even bigger. Wayne Brady beats me. So I just said, be careful when you make statements like that because I really don't care what you think. What I care about is when Bill Maher says something like that, he has a segment of America's ear. So when he says that, that's okay for somebody at home to go, that's right. Guys that actually talk well and are black, that's not black. I like my blacks misunderstandables. Yeah. So that hurts me. Not hurts me, it hurts me for our culture because the fact of the matter is I love my culture.
Hey, you just seen what he had to say. And Wayne Brady, I've never been the biggest fan of him, but I never had anything against the guy either. And honestly, he brings up very valid points. And you can extend this beyond just white folks. Even black folks try to judge what's black and what's not. And I'm like, nobody else does this with any other group. Nobody says who's more Mexican. Nobody says who's more white or anything. Oh, rarely do you hear that. It's always black folks and even white folks on the outside, And honestly, a guy like Wayne Brady is probably more down for his people than a lot of these guys who are making millions of dollars off of us and don't do jack or don't say jack about black people. Even some of these pro-black guys, and I ain't gonna name names, but you can probably figure out which ones. Even a lot of them don't really do stuff. Yeah, they'll do enough, they'll say enough to get attention, but the same white man that they say, it's white supremacy, most of them will accept the check under the table from them. And then you won't hear that pro-black stuff out of them no more. That's why a lot of them are still alive, because they're not a threat. If Wayne Brady, trust and believe, if he ever can, he would be blacklisted at the very least, and at the very most, you'll hear him come up missing or dead. That's why Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were killed, because they were real threats. That's why Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson are still alive, because they're not really threats. They're not threats to the establishment at all. But getting back to Wayne Brady, he brings up an excellent point. Like, for me, I like comic books. I'm a huge fan of Marvel comics, particularly. I grew up on Marvel comics. But I was often called a nerd or goofy and this and that, most of the time by other black people. Same thing with my love of pro wrestling, even though I will freely admit there's a lot of things going on that I don't like in that business, racially and otherwise. But I get called like, oh yeah, well, only a guy who wasn't really a man watches pro wrestling. I was like, wait a minute, you same guys that make fun of me going to pro wrestling, and I've had this mostly from black people. You same guys that make fun of me for watching pro wrestling, you will watch MMA, you will watch boxing, and say, yeah, because it's real. I was like, you don't think some of them boxing matches aren't rigged? You don't think some of them mixed martial arts fights ain't rigged? Get the hell out of here with that crap. And plus, you guys that are making fun of me for watching pro wrestling, y'all watch movies and TV shows. Y'all watch stuff like Empire, or y'all watch Real Housewives, or y'all watch all these other shows that, quite frankly, they ain't real either, but nobody mocks them for watching them. You know Empire ain't real, right? You know Power ain't real, right? But guess what? Everybody watches them. Nobody makes fun of them watching it. So Wayne Brady brings up an excellent point. And like I said, it's not just white folks that do this with black people. It's black people that do that with black people too. And it's ridiculous. Like with my workout routine, mostly I play R&B and hip hop music, but I got some rock music mixed in there. Like I got Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King mixed in there. I mean, I got quite a few. I got The Police, King of Pain mixed in there. So, it's ridiculous to say who's more black than who. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, we all gonna feel the sting and pain and frustrations that every black person goes through in the United States of America. It's stupid. And Wayne Brady, thank you for bringing that up. Anyway, I'm out. I'm Irvin V. Griffin Jr. You have a nice day, folks.